From New York, it's the NBA Rook featuring some of the hottest basketball talent from around the world. Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. We're starting lineups to look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, check out Joe Noah here. What can you expect from him?
Well, the big thing with Noah, Kevin, is that he's a hustle player. He gets on the glass. He's a tremendous offensive rebounder, and his long arms allow him to block shots defensively, get out and cover pick and roll with those quick feet. So this is a player who does a lot of things well.
And that dedication also manifests itself on the court, Steve. I mean, Joe has said himself, hey, I don't have the most talent. So he's really embraced, I'm going to work harder mentality.
The New York Knicks come into this one after a win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They popped the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
And Anthony gets double teamed. Noah against Smith. The pass to Felton. Kicks to Carmelo. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the right iron.
You know, playing in London during the 2012 summer seemed to do wonders for Melo. It often does wonders for guys that play with that national team. He came back with all kinds of confidence and seemed to be at another level.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Deng. A three-pointer, no good. Stoudemire with the ball. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then first to the rim for the alley-oop side.
No doubt, their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And for Carmelo, boy, he really excels in international play, doesn't he? Always has.
Yeah, the three-point line is just a bit shorter, which kind of brings it right into his comfort zone. So he can play that zone buster role for Team USA. And I'll tell you what, he needs to do so many other things, too, because of his size and quickness.
And you hear his coaches talk about his defense is better than they expected, too.
Ironic, isn't it? Good.
It's stolen by Deng. Jumps up. And Rose throws it down hard.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Pia. And here are the Knicks now after the Bulls pick up 2. Deng against Anthony. Dishes it to Felton. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Rose against Felton. Rose kicks to Deng. Shoots off the screen. Here's Butler. Good work defensively by Stoudemire.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
To the middle. And he caught that pass and full stride on his way to that big slam.
Oh, Maestro, you're so good at making those lead passes. Like conducting an orchestra.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Boozer a screen on Felton. Outside Rose. Chandler with the block. Felton inside the 3-point line. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Here's Rose. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Will it go? And the layup is good. Rose has got 6.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, but
The three from Anthony. Chicago grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And what they did well in that game, Kevin, was attack the rim. They got to the free throw line and they converted once they got there.
Yeah, it was hard-nosed basketball and fundamental basketball at the same time. Physical and aggressive, that's a recipe for success.
Felton the pass to Carmelo, and that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now here's Deng, and he also played a big role in that last game with Detroit.
I tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau of the Bulls, but the rumor mill has it that the front office hasn't been happy with how hard he's ridden his top players. Luol Deng missed time last season with hamstring injury. Noah came down and crashed that side. Hey, at the feet of Tom Thibodeau.
Of course, the New York Knicks, just a few spots below there.
Checking out Chicago, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Chicago making a switch here. Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Boozer. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And Hamilton subbed in for Jimmy Butler. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Mike Woodson had some words for his team over that last break. He said the most important thing today is creating good looks for their shooters, finding the open space on the perimeter, and capitalizing on it. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes need these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Guys, Kenyon Martin was signed by the Knicks towards the end of last season as they dealt with a litany of injuries, and he really delivered. I mean, he's 35 years old, microfracture surgery on both knees, but he's still got some bounce in those legs, and we know he's got plenty of intensity. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them. Say, he had all the time in the world to get that shot.
And you look at Kenyon Martin, not the biggest frame inside, 6'9", about 240, but he is still a difference maker on the defensive end.
Yeah, he is shot blocker, tough defender, never backs down, and always has done a good job finishing in the lane. Remember, he was the #1 overall draft pick back in 2000.
Here's Anthony after the made shot from Gibson. Lynn dishes to Shumpert. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Shumpert's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's far too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes having been behind the three-point line, so you got to make some adjustments defensively.
Here's Dunleavy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. T kicks to Muhammad. Pocket 6. Gibson with it. No good with the fallback jumper.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
And they set the tone there defensively with their shot blocking. They've been really intimidating down in the paint area.
You know, in the rest of the game, Steve, shooters will be looking around for the shot blockers because of what's happened in this quarter. People have talked about the defensive renaissance in Chicago as a big part of their turnaround, and that's accurate. Thibs has done wonders for this team defensively, but another aspect is that they've had one of the deepest benches in the league the past few years, too.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, you got Rose, Deng out there with Taj Gibson, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Korver in at the 2 guard. Can't get it to go. Stoudemire with the defensive effort. Go back to what you said, Clark, about Chicago. It is a credit to them that they've been able to constantly add or draft talent that is ready to step in for them and Steve contribute off the bench.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You think about Taj Gibson, a late first-round pick. Jimmy Butler last year really emerged as one of the best young players in the league. Great story. So terrific job by the Bulls front office in figuring out which player to take later in the first round.
Here's Stoudemire after the made shot from Portland. That is good. And that's now 6 points for Madison.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Deng. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Martin. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Udrich in for Jeremy Lin.
Well, Luol Deng, originally from South Sudan, his family moved to London when he was a teen, and then for him, on to the United States, a worldly player for sure, and he's been involved in a lot of programs, both here in the U.S. and internationally.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Rose passes to Boozer. Yes, it's Rose with the assist that time.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Here's Stoudemire, and you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block, but that one's going to count.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Deng dishes to Rose. Back to Deng. The kick out to Rose. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket good. Rose has got 8. And going back to Deng, so active off the court, helping Sudanese refugees, basketball without borders, numerous charities. He has his parents and children with that kind of thoughtfulness.
Yeah, and he's also championed a lot of causes in the UK, campaigning to maintain funding for the British national team. Deng is passionate both on and off the court. You just love his approach to the game and to life, Kevin.
Good point. Here's Rose after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Rose kicks to Boozer. Pass to Deng. Boozer dishes to Deng. Wants to get it off to Noah and does. And the rejection by Smith. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Deng. Shot's good. Deng's got 6 points.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting
overall at his contribution.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
Dunleavy's check in for Luol Deng. The Knicks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Felton the pass to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton's got 3 assists in the game. Bulls trail by 4. Now here's Butler, averaging 8 points a game. Boozer kicks to Rose. Rebound by Smith.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Skilled by Anthony.
They've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And here is Butler following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Outside Butler. Good.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
New York leading by 5. Outside Anthony. And Count Kowalski is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, there's a reason he's one of the top scorers in the league. Melo is so versatile offensively. He gets in that triple threat position, and then it's a kind of a pick-your-poison dilemma for the defender.
Well, he's got a honey-sweet stroke as a jump shooter. He's equally dangerous putting it on the ground or attacking the teeth of the D or going over top of a good defender. We've seen it all the way back at Syracuse. This guy has gotten better with time. He's one of the elite scorers we've seen in the league in a while.
Now here's Teague. This one for three, and that is good.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
New York's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Chandler attacking, and the powerful one-handed slam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very aggressive defense.
But the finish was anything but pass out.
He hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Here's Muhammad. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
That's where you like to get shots, inside and close to the hoop.
Knicks have gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Tries to save it. Here's Hamilton, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 3-point Knicks lead. New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. The drive by Anthony. Lets it go from 11, and the Knicks good for 2.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
And Chicago's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Teague, 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, and he gets it to go. The Knicks shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Smith dishes to Chandler. Anthony on the wing. Drilled it just as the horn sounded.
Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No
well
way.
done. Big time shot in the team.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Sunday action is in full swing, so let's break down the first half for you. An impressive start for the Knicks. 2 top-tier teams matched up in this one, giving the fans just what they hoped for. Carmelo Anthony just having his way against Chicago. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. And giving it their all, the Chicago Bulls. They've been putting a lot of defensive pressure on the other team, taking care of the rock offensively. Fundamental basketball, both sides of the court. A great performance by Derrick Rose in the first half. He has 8 points, and he's had some good court vision, helping out in the assist department as well.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Anthony, Stoudemire, and Chandler, their front line. The guards, Ray Felton and J.R. Smith. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Woodson.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
And Rose throws it down hard.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here is Felton. The Bulls getting the bucket. Stoudemire kicks to Felton. The drive by Anthony. Shot is off. Good tee by Boozer. Chicago trailing here. Outside Rose. Outside Deng. Back to Rose. For the lead. And the Bulls get it back. They'll pass it to Rose. Deng against Smith. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. Trying to find Chandler. He's got it now. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, that was a big win for them. And an impressive performance, mainly down in the paint. Their rebounding advantage was the difference in the game.
Now here's Butler. It's all evened up.
Hey guys, well Mike Woodson had some advice for the team over that last break. He wanted them running a more structured offense. He said, this isn't playground basketball. We need guys working together to create better opportunities. He went on to talk about playing a strong defensive game in the paint and denying any easy opportunities inside. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Rose after the made shot from Butler. And it's Rose penetrating. And now the Knicks on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Smith.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Rose. He's got 10. Steve mentioned the huge discrepancy on the glass Clark and their blood win the last time out. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Butler dishes to Boozer. Little turnaround. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Anthony with the jam. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
Now, this is the last thing you ever want to see hit again.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. And a switcher also for New York. Shumpert's checked in. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. The Bulls third.
Seems like their whole team is in a great rhythm from the three-point line right now. They put on a display from long range.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Rose with the ball. Felton defending. Here's the teardrop.
How about the activity defensively? We did not see that in the first half.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's Stoudemire. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Tell you what, guys, we had questions about Amari's willingness to play a role on the team. He should have put them all to rest with how he came off the bench for the Knicks. Couldn't have been easy for him, but he handled it well.
Well, with Amari's dealing with those knee troubles, I might forget he was really the one who first made the Knicks a destination.
Yeah, signing there in free agency in 2010. He had a huge season, averaged 25 points a game, and I think really energized that New York fan base. He was kind of the franchise player before Carmelo arrived.
Now here's Rose. 10 points for him. And Gibson kicks to Corbin. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Rose penetrating.
Guys, Derrick Rose is a native son of Chicago, and he grew up in the dangerous Inglewood neighborhood, the youngest of 4 brothers. But from very early on, his talent for the game was apparent. And those older brothers of his, they shielded him and protected him like an ember of hope for the entire family. And he certainly has allowed his light to shine brightly.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Some good play from Rose in this one. He's got 11 points. He's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
Stolen by Rose. Now here's Rose. The backstroke opportunity. Goes up, and it's Butler with the jam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
And that one's good. Butler's got his first 2 points. And Clark, back to Rose, the city of Chicago, as you expected, has embraced him. It's interesting, Steve, to be a high pick, but drafted by your hometown team. The pressure is pretty interesting.
I love at the United Center when they introduce him, they just say, from Chicago, Derrick Rose. But, with all the attention he gets, he's a very private and reserved person. Has a lot of respect amongst his teammates because he just handles himself with such class.
Martin with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the first half may have been a little slow, but both clubs are really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now for an injury update on Carlos Boozer. Let's go to Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. For a team that is getting ready for the playoffs, this is the last thing that they wanted to see happen. A worst possible time for injuries, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
Yeah, that's part of the game, Kevin. Almost everybody goes through it eventually as a player, so you just have to deal with it as best you can.
Unfortunately, it is that, Steve, and it's painful to watch your teammates out there because you're helpless in that situation.
Here is Korver after Amari Stoudemire's bucket. Here's Gibson, and he gets the bucket. Gibson's got 6 points.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Lynn kicks to Hardaway. Here's Shumpert. His shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
So the wing on the left. Doubled by Hardaway. Open shot. Butler fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Now just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it's not been contagious. His teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Now here's Hardaway. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Shumpert kicks to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Can't get a much better look than that, so.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Knicks lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
So for Chicago right now, Derrick Rose runs the show with Red Hamilton to the side. Noah is on fourth line, and it's Butler at the small forward position. Bulls trail by 6. Outside Rose. Second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now here's Anthony for the 3. Rebound by Rose. Passes it to Hamilton. Outside Butler. And so he draws the foul on the shot on a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Jimmy Butler was the last pick of the first round back in 2011 by the Bulls. And last season, I tell you what, he really solidified his place in the rotation, guys. He's still developing his outside shot, but he brings an awful lot to light to the table.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for New York. And for Jimmy Butler, what a story. Abandoned as a child, bounced around from home to home. One coach would take him in, another family would take him in. It was a very tough upbringing down in the Houston area. He overcame tremendous odds. And to be where he is today with a great attitude after a short time at Marquette speaks volumes of his character.
Well, it sure shows in his play, doesn't it? I mean, just the way he hustles and draws fouls, rebounds, defends. He can guard multiple positions out there. I just love his overall game and his toughness and what he brings to this team.
Moves off the pick from Noah. Noah with a screen for Rose. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Felton the pass to Carmelo. Back to Felton. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 6 points for Raymond Felton.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And the rejection by Stoudemire. Rose gets the bucket.
It just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side.
Guys, well, Mike Woodson had some advice for the team over that last break. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's kick them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
Now, here is Smith. Anthony down low. He's covered by Deng. Anthony against Gibson. From the baseline. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Deng's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Noah with a screen on Anthony. Here's Rose. And it's all evened up. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Pass to Carmelo. Drops one in from the wing.
Well, those are key baskets. We know he can deliver down the stretch.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Rose attacking. He dishes it to Noah. And there's Rose on the assist by Noah. 22 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Anthony. And he gets it to go. And the Knicks lead by 2. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Butler. Butler off a pick from Noah. Butler attacking to take the lead. Rose, no good. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Tore it down that time. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. And some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lane, but say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
He kicks it to Gibson. Good work defensively by Stoudemire. The Knicks leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at it. And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
And it's good.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line.
Down by 5. 1:33 left to play in the final quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Mike Woodson had some words for his team over that last break. Right away, he said he wants to see better effort on the defensive glass and far fewer second-chance opportunities. Guys, we'll see how coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. Ladies, check in for Chicago.
What a quarter for him with the offense.
Fourth. Here's Felton. Outside Anthony. Right through the knee for the layup. Anthony's got 9 points in the quarter.
Good defense. I love the finish. Continual holding the top.
And here's Rose outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
There's been a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today, and just as hot as he was last time out.
Oh, Felton. Stoudemire up top. The feed to Carmelo. It's stolen by Deng. By himself.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Chandler kicks to Anthony. Back to Chandler. Now the dish to Carmelo. Here's Stoudemire. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And he commits the intentional foul. Chicago making a switch here. And they go to the intentional foul. Them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Man, pressure-packed free throws. He looks cool as can be. So big. Give them that 3-point lead.
New York calls timeout. You take it.
Down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
Deng against Anthony. They need this. Bullseye! Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Yeah, that's one way he can finish this.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Chicago right now, on the wings, Butler and Deng. Then it's Rose. Then there's Noah. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He was making sure everyone knew exactly what the plan was guarding against Anthony. With him going on this tear, Coach said it's got to be a team effort. He wants everyone dialed in and paying attention to the details. He's trying to get them all on the same page and figure out an answer. He also doesn't want them to forget the importance of playing aggressive defense on the perimeter and contesting every outside shot. Those are changes that Coach must feel very strongly about if he's willing to make them now, here in overtime, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. First free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Both free throws good from Anthony.
That was critical, guys. Absolutely critical. And, that's what we're used to seeing out of him.
Outside Butler. Feeds to Gibson. There's the pass to Rose. Soft touch off the glass. Rose has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seems like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Anthony dishes to Chandler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Well, his work ethic on the glass is what jumps out at me, guys. He really puts everything he has into his rebounding. And that's something that gives his team a chance to win almost every night.
Yeah, and he's a guy you have to be mindful of. You got to get a body on him. If you don't, he can dominate the game from that position. Missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Rose kicks to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's now 17 points for Butler. Knicks trailed by 5. Smith outside. 3-pointer. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rose against Noah. Rose passes to Noah. Outside Deng. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Stoudemire's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Anthony against Gibson. Smith for 3. That's good.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
It really does. I mean, it's not possible to give up that many points behind the arc and not pay the price in the end.
Outside Deng. Nice again. Foul call that time on the way up. They'll get the 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, they did have a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before the shot attempt.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion. It just didn't work out that time.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
It's been a solid outing for Gibson. He's got 8 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. He's playing some really nice work inside.
Oh, Melo lifting that.
That shot eliciting a roar from this gigantic crowd.
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Clark couldn't try to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
New York's going 2 for 3 from beyond the arc to begin overtime. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Dalton kicks to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And Anthony gets double teamed. To take the lead. Right between the
This work is being led on the inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Cup battle continuing. Is what you take.
With only 2 seconds remaining, you got to hurry it up. Get the ball up quickly and take one dribble and get it to the net.
So the post game sees New York take this one. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Carmelo Anthony. And Melo, first off, congratulations on this win. How would you describe the team's effort here tonight?
We willed our way to this one. We took our time, executed. We stayed composed, and that's something we've been doing the past 3 games, just keeping our composure and just finishing games. So we've been doing that.
This team is playing great, Melo. Thanks for your time. Guys, over to you.